Remember how many stairs there were?
4.
Good. You're gonna have to learn how to use your memory.
Well, Mr. Charles, I love the Lord loves me, but I ain't no hypocrite.
As a group, I know they had challenges because they didn't have what I had. I mean, I had Ray Charles right there to draw from. They basically had to build their characters.
Surprise! I came to LA to surprise you.
This complicated life we treat in the movie. And there were many, many women, and we talk about the fact that there are many women.
Behind every good man is a good woman, a strong woman, a smart woman. Because men, we're not that smart.
I mean, when you're blind, Miss Antoine, you ain't got that many choices.
Seemed to me like you got all the choices in the world. God gave you the gift to sound like anybody you please, even yourself.
This is one of my favorite people on the planet. I love her.
I think that's one of the really beautiful messages of the film, that, you know, our life partners, our soulmates, as she puts it, can really help us to move past the limitations that we put on ourselves in life.
I think the most tender scene with Kerry Washington is literally when we're laying in bed together. And on purpose, we would allow Ray Charles to take his glasses off in front of Kerry because that was his wife. He kept the glasses on with any other woman because that was his shield, letting you know that you are not inside me. You do not have permission to go past these glasses. My wife is the only one. And she was absolutely beautiful in that scene.
But you gotta do me a favor, Bean. You gotta always tell me the truth. I mean, just like you did before. Don't feel sorry for me just because I'm blind.
How could I pity someone I admire?
Della B is a woman that I think is very much in the mold of his mother. And when you see Kerry Washington start this movie as the young Della B, and then watch her fall in love with Ray, and then at the end of the film, over the course of time, you're Ray Charles's wife, you go through pain, you go through suffering, and you go through a lot of trouble.
B, let me get it.
How long you been hiding this from me? Ray? I'm your wife!
And there becomes a point where she'd rather be alone. She'd rather lose the relationship than be with somebody who's really not at all the person that she fell in love with.
But you walk out that door and I'm gonna do something I should have done a long time ago, Ray. I'm gonna take my boys and I'm gonna leave.
Boys, you're
Yes,
not
I am.
going nowhere. You have no place to go.
No place?
No.
You think I'm scared of losing this? Ray, the only thing I was ever scared of losing was you. So where was I ever gonna find another Ray Robinson?
The women that worked with him were muses for him. Margie, in turn, was a muse for him, and Mary Ann was a muse for him. These women just weren't voices in the back for him. You're amazing. The women themselves inspired him.
Mary Ann, sweetheart, I wrote something special for you. It's a solo.
A solo?
Yeah, come on down here and let me play it for you.
Mary Ann was different. Mary Ann was that, I'm trying to get my own thing going. It was beautiful to see how she showed that other side of a woman who, yeah, I'm jealous and I'm upset, but I'm not gonna let it bring me down. I'm gonna get out here and go do my thing. And that was the thing that was a little tricky for Ray. That's why he wrote about that, because, wow, this girl ain't really bowing down. She done smashed my car.
Miss Mary Ann Fisher, ladies and gentlemen.
I believe Ray Charles had that thing that just reeled women in, and I think a lot of it had to do with being blind.
Margie, right?
Yeah.
Well, look, Margie, from now on, you guys are gonna be called the Raylets.
Raylet. Does that mean we have to let Ray?
Margie was this collaborator and lover on the road, and their relationship was fiery on stage and it was fiery off stage.
Yeah, that's right. I'm having your baby.
Well, you can't do that. I have to talk to the doctor or something. You gotta get rid of it.
My God, what? Because I'm not your precious bee?
When I read the script, I was like, I want to play Margie. I want to play Margie Hendricks. Wow.
That's a person who knows what she wants. I want to be Margie because Margie is flawed.
You lay up in my bed every night. My bed. I'm gonna have this baby, Ray.
Margie's got problems. And I want to show those conflicts. I want to show the beauty of the problem of Margie.
No! It's gonna cost you more than money. I want you to leave her and come and be with our baby.
You got your damn mind. You knew the rules when you got into this. You know, good and goddamn well I ain't gonna leave my family.
That was the hottest scene in the movie, because after that, they went right back to making beautiful music.
You know what? From now on, it's strictly business between you and me.
You know, Ray Charles had this distinctive voice, and Margie Hendricks had an amazing voice. And I don't think there are many people who could stand up toe-to-toe with Ray Charles and come out on equal ground, and Margie Hendricks could.
Now, baby, listen, baby, don't you treat me this way, 'cause I'll be back on my feet someday.
Don't care if you do, 'cause it's understood. You ain't got no money, you just ain't no good.
Well, I guess if you say so, I'll have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back, no.
If you listen to the words, and you listen to not just the words that he's singing, but his phrasing and the pain that you hear in his voice, like, you understand a man's personal journey. You understand, like, his relationships to the women in his life, not just the women that he was involved with sexually, but his relationship with his mother.
His mother, as we say nowadays, kept it real. She was very, very strict and stern with him.
Ray and George, come on!
Reason being is because I'm sure there was something inside her that knew that this kid was going to be special.
Y'all got to learn to read and write real good, so you never have to work for people like that.
People are just really grasping the relationship that Ray Charles had with his mother, both as a child and throughout his life. She fundamentally gave him the strength that he needed to persevere.
Ow! Mama! Mama, help! Mama!
She is a scared woman. She has a child that's going blind. She's lost a child. And I don't care how strong you are, she's still a woman and she's still human. She wanted to be tender, but she knew that the world was not going to be tender with him.
She did it for a reason. She wouldn't help him and treat him like anybody different, like there was anything different, and that helped him because now he doesn't have the cane, he doesn't have the CNI dog, and he does listen to his mother, and her voice rings out in his mind every single day for the past, you know, for those years that he was with us. Every single day he talked to his mom. And that's why he ended up the way he was, because she was so tough and so loving at the same time.
Sharon Warren, who had never done anything in her life on television or film, walked in from a local theater group, and she just kills this role.
You got strong, all right. Went places I never dreamed of. But you still became a cripple.
We were in one scene together, but it was so important for the whole piece of the film. If that scene didn't come off, all of it would have fell apart. They didn't know that Taylor had the insight of how he was putting the spike right here in the railroad track that's really going to be significant. And in watching it in the movie, even myself, and I've seen the movie, I was in the movie, tears were flowing because I'm happy about the scene, but I'm also happy that Sharon Warren was just amazing.
You never let nobody or nothing turn you into no cripple, ever again. That you always stand on your own 2 feet.
Promise.
But Sharon Warren didn't have anything. She just had to go with that spirit.
I got some field peas and rice cooking, and there's that smothered corn left from yesterday. And if you're real good, I might have 2 pieces of peach cobbler.
Aunjanue Ellis, smart enough to build her own spirit.
Well, gospel's all about love anyway, isn't it?
Regina King brings the movie to her. She brings the attention to her in her performance.
I'll do it if you let me try some.
No, this ain't for no little girls.
I ain't no little girl.
Kerry Washington, fabulous job.
Ray?
Miss Antoine, it's been 2 weeks.
It's been 3.